Hi there, my name's Raz, and today we'll be looking at recurring decimals. So how do we write recurring decimals into fractions? So obviously this is often asked in exams, hence why I'm looking at it. So if we first consider this decimal, which is 0.7 recurring, the first step to do is to write let x equal 0.7 recurring. Because there's one recurring dot, what we'll do is multiply by 10 once, and that will give us this. So the neat trick is we will subtract x from the 10x. Yes, so I'll rewrite it. So what we have is 10x equals 7.77777, and we know x equals 0.77777. So when we subtract, you'll see the recurring part will cancel. So we'll end up with 9x equals 7. So all we have to do now is divide both sides by 9, and we get x is 7/9. So in other words, 0.7 recurring is the same as 7/9. Yeah? So let's have a look at another one. But before we do that, we can just look at what we did. Yeah, we wrote let x equal, and we looked to line up the recurring decimal part. We subtracted accordingly, and then we solved. So make a note of that, and we're going to have a few more examples to practice. So yeah, my advice is pause the video now and just jot that down. So this is the same situation. We have one recurring decimal. So first thing we write is x equals, and we're going to times by 10 once. So we're going to get 6.77 recurring. Yeah. So I can write the recurring part anywhere, but it suits me to write it here because then the recurring part lines up. So now when we subtract the bottom equation from the top, what we're going to have is this bit cancels. We've got a 1 there, 0.6, and that will be equal to 9x. So if 9x equals 6.1, it follows that x must be 6.1 over 9. Now, this isn't a usual way of seeing a fraction, so we're going to multiply the top and bottom by 10 to remove the decimal. Yeah? Hopefully that makes sense to you. And we'll look at a little bit further than that. So how does this differ from the previous two? Exactly. You've got 2 dots. So I said earlier, we're going to multiply by 10 the amount of times we see a dot. So how many dots do we see? 2. So we're going to multiply by 10 twice. So 10 times 10 is 100. So if I times this by 10 twice, I'm going to get 61 points, and it's 1414, which is recurring. So there must be a 4 after the 1, and a 1 after the 4, and a 4 after the 1, and so on. So we can see it's up to here where the decimals have lined up. So when we subtract, this will all cancel. And now we need to do a bit of division skills. So I'm going to borrow from there. And we have 14 take away 6 is 8. 0 take 0 is 0. And 6 take 0 is 6. And 100x take away x is 99x. So when we divide both sides by 99, we get that. So we look at it and we don't like having 60.8, so we times the top and bottom by 10. So x must be 608 over 990. Okay, let's look at some more. So my advice, pause the video and give this one a go. First step, we're going to let x equal. We have 2 dots, so what we're going to times x by? Exactly, 100. Make that one a bit bigger so it lines up. Oh, yes, we've got 100x equals this. Dun, dun, dun. There you go. That's lined up better. Well, and now, what do we need to do? Exactly, we need to subtract. So when I subtract, this will cancel. 7 take away 5 is 2. 4 take 0. 5 take 0. 100 take x. Sorry, 100x take x. And now all that's left to do is divide by 99. We're not liking the 54.2. So we have 542 over 990. So last job is, I've got 3 questions here. These are last 3 examples. Again, pause the video and give these a go. And I'll go through these now. So the first one, we have 1 dot. So we're going to multiply by 10 once. So 10x is 0.74444. X was 0. No, that was silly, wasn't it? So x was 0.74444. So 10x is 7.4444. You can see there, the recurring part cancels. We need to subtract, we need to borrow. And we can see that 14 take away 7 is 7. 6 take away 0 is 6. 10x take away x is 9x. So we have x is 6.7 over 9, which is the same as 67 over 90. Second one, we have 2 dots. So how many times are we going to times by 10? Exactly, twice. So 100x equals 24.7474. Yeah, x is 0.2474, blah, blah. You can see at that point, the decimals line up. So it's at that point that we want to cancel. So these will cancel. And we will have 7 take 2 is 5, 4 take 0 is 4, 2 take 0 is 2, 100x take away x is 99x. So x must be 24.5 divided by 99, and therefore x is 245 divided by 990. Yeah, because I times top and bottom by 10 to get rid of the decimal. The last one, how many dots do we see? 3. So how many times 1 times by 10? You got it. 3 times. And 10 times 10 times 10 is 1,000. So 1,000x is 347.347 recurring. x is 0.347 recurring. So we can see immediately that we have lined up the decimals. So when we subtract, they will cancel. So we will get 999x equals 347. Therefore, x is 347 over 999. So that's recurring decimals. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon.